ready for the next part of your reading. So what's happening around you? The physical, emotional and the intellectual. What do we have? Okay. Things are looking really good here. This is your physical self. So I feel that the exposure of who you are is working beautifully and in harmony because we've got the Two of Wands. I feel that you are expanding on new horizons. And as you test new waters and have a bigger perspective, it's about keeping your distance from other people. What that means is keeping your work and your play completely separate, okay? Because I feel your personal life is here, and that's lovely and fluffy, and you've only got to look at that card to see how fairy tale that looks, okay? You know, it's graceful, it's pure, it's inviting, everything about you is really transparent, and that's in your personal world. When it comes to work, this is a bit more about kind of being a little bit more reserved, a little bit more guarded, a little bit more careful about who you are, and revealing anything about your personal life isn't appropriate. People don't need to know the ins and outs of who you are. You know, keeping that kind of distance is very good. Having a gap in your life between who you are at home and with your friends and your loved ones and who you are in business or career or in your public life, it's about keeping that little bit of reserve for yourself, okay? I know you're a warm person, and I know that you actually want to help everybody and you don't like holding back, but I feel that in this case you have a gut feeling that that's the right thing to do. And here's the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. Your gut feelings are driving you into a place which is that gracefulness of being able to work with other people and keep moving forwards, and telling you that not to trust everybody, not because there's anybody here that you have to watch out for, but more to do with the fact that people may actually, as a point of interest, want to get to know a little bit more about you and your emotional self. I feel that makes you vulnerable, okay? So you can just kind of give them the highlights, you know, key factors, bullet points. Yes, I do this, I do that, I do the other. Oh, tell me more. Oh no, I'd like to hear about you. Throw it back at them, okay? Reflect it back. Because sometimes when people know too much about you, you do feel vulnerable. So there's a gut feeling here that you need to keep your distance, just like these cards here. And as you're moving forwards, this is a perfect opportunity. Now, this is also a little bit about property and moving. So if you are wanting to modify a property or make some changes to the property itself and its basic sort of structure or its aesthetics, this is the time to do it. If it's a case of you're wanting to move, perfect, okay? This is now the right time for you. So any matters to do with home and property and the dwelling in which you're living, now is the time to make those moves, okay? I also feel you're very perceptive. You can feel the timing of this yourself. There is a sense of being pushed, that you're unsettled, that something is getting you down, something's a little bit frustrating, something's annoying. Deal with it now, please, because this is what this is all about. As we move here into your intellectual self, beautiful cards, the Empress and the Ace of Cups. So from what you've been doing over here, that sense of feeling a little bit alone and isolated that we discussed as in your previous reading, is telling us that the nurture of oneself brings about a whole new ball game. Ace of Cups, wow. Beautiful new beginning of a love affair with something that you are going to absolutely relish and adore and enjoy. And the Empress is linked to Venus, so you really will love it, okay? I think you'll love the way it looks, I think you'll love the person that it is. It doesn't necessarily mean romance, okay? But let's not rule that out, because I feel that if you are in a relationship, this could be a change of gear, a new beginning within the relationship that you are currently in. It means that both sides are pulling together and going back to how it was when perhaps you first met. little bit flirtatious. I've got that here, okay? Creating things where you're being entertaining to each other, being able to actually have time alone in solitude, but also pulled together as a team here. If you are not in a relationship, by having succeeded in being very comfortable in your own company here and not finding it difficult, you are now reflecting the right love partner, because Venus is saying to you, look, we know what you've asked for and we're here to deliver. So it's a new beginning, and it's either a new beginning because it's somebody, it's not revealing here if you're not in a relationship whether this is somebody brand new. I actually would say it's quite possible that it has links to the past, because we've got the Hermit and this is a card of the past. So if you are hoping to actually rectify things and gain a new beginning with somebody that's been in your past or you've got history with, this is fantastic, okay? It's graceful, it's elegant, it's loving, it's kind, it's sincere. And I think that you have been on a journey where you've really thought about this, Cancer. So therefore you're attracting in exactly what it is that you now have worked very hard to acquire the skill of changing you a little bit. And so now things change. When you change, it changes, you see. Okay? So romance and new beginnings, whether you're in a relationship or looking for a relationship, are in the cards for you. Okay? Until next time, Cancer, thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye. And don't forget, please subscribe, ring the bell, so you know next time I upload a video. And please join me for these cards. Till next time, bye.